Hey everyone, how's it going? It's me, Purple Crayon, and today I'm gonna do a different type of video. I'm gonna do a little story, or I guess it's a kind of a collection of stories, but a story nonetheless. Yeah, I just had some gameplay saved, so I thought I'd use it, and it's I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use me and Kiwi playing 2v2 Skywars duels on Hypixel, and we're on like the bottom of the leaderboard. Well, we should have been. It didn't update, but whatever. We had like a really big win streak, so whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna be telling some stories of when I was a counselor at a summer camp. This was this year or last year? I don't. Not 2018, like 2016 maybe. I don't know. Years are hard, but if you didn't know, I play a lot of instruments. I've played drums for 4 years, guitar for like 1 year, and bass for 2 years. But yeah, so the place I went to learn these instruments has a summer camp annually, and I was asked to be a volunteer there. So I was in charge of like, it's not really a big summer camp, it's a smaller summer camp, so I was only in charge of like 7 kids or something, 6 kids maybe. But yeah, it wasn't really that hard of a job, but you know, I tried to be the cool counselor. I wanted to be accepted by my younger peers. These kids were like ranging from 6 to like 13 or 14, so quite the range of children. And there was pretty much like a couple different types of kids that went to the summer camp. There was kids that actually really wanted to learn music. There was kids who sat on their iPads and played Terraria all day, and there was like just kids who their parents wanted someone to babysit them over the summer, and they wouldn't, so they just sent them to summer camp so they could learn something, I guess, even though no one really learned anything, because I play instruments, but I'm not like a master. I'm pretty bad still, but whatever. So anyway, besides the point. So yeah, I had all these different types of kids that I had to take care of, and the one memory I have in particular is, this is a 2-week summer camp, so we had 2 weeks with these children, and in the second week, because we do like a week-long, I don't want to call it project, I guess, activity. Project sounds like school, this is for fun. But the second week was to write a song. So we had to write a song or cover a song with the group of kids you were selected with. There was 2 other counselors, so 3 including myself. And there was 3 groups. So my group, I was like, okay, do you guys want to cover a song, or we can write a song, and we get to think of a band name. I don't remember what our band name was, but it was probably really stupid. So like, no, we want to write a song. So in my group, I had a 13-year-old kid he was a pretty cool guy. He was wanted to learn. He was one of the ones who wanted to learn music. I had these 2 kids who were like they thought they were like really dank memers, and they were like, whatever meme was popular at the time, probably like some Rick and Morty bullshit. They were like huge Rick and Morty fans, and they were like really like hip. They were cool. They were into the memes and the jokes and the Harambe and all the funny stuff. But yeah, so I didn't really care for them. And then there was like 2 6-year-olds, so I asked them what they wanted to do, and they're like, we should write a song about a pedophile. When at first I was hesitant, but eventually, since I was the cool counselor, I gave in, which was a very bad idea. I don't understand why I decided to do this, because it was a really stupid thing for me to do, because well, you really shouldn't teach children about pedophiles or write songs about them or take them lightly, obviously, because that's pretty fucked up. But I wanted to be cool. I wanted to do what the kids wanted to do, so I ended up writing most of the song myself, because no one wanted to help, but that's whatever. I mean, not that big of a deal. But so I wrote this song. It was called Touchy Touchy Stan, and it was about a pedophile. And it was a rap song. It was pretty great. It had some hot bars. I rhymed some major rhymes, but then the day ended after I worked all day on the song, and the next day, the main dude who runs the place came up to me. He's like, "Did you let your children write a song about a pedophile?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's what they wanted to do." Like, you can't, you obviously can't do that. I had a lot of complaints from parents, so yeah, I got in trouble for that. That wasn't very smart thing for me to do, I've come to realize. But yeah, anyway. So then, eventually, one of the Rick and Morty cool kids started to hate me and left the group, but that's... I got yelled at for that, too, because he was spitting off some sick memes, and I told him they weren't funny, and he got a little triggered and decided to leave. He always went, like, don't assume my gender. And I told him that was retarded, and he sounded like an idiot, so... He didn't appreciate that too much, but... Oh well. So, and eventually we ended up writing a rap song about hand sanitizer, and ended up performing it, and it was okay, I guess, without him. It was unfortunate, because it was like the last 2 days he decided to leave the group when we practiced with him. He was the main singer, so he was singing the song, so we had to find someone else to do that, which was a little difficult, but nonetheless, we prevailed. Let's talk about the other two counselors there. One was the big man, the boss man, the guy who owned the place. I knew him before, he was a cool guy, but then another counselor came, and I never met her before. We'll call her Cassie. I don't actually even remember her real name, but we'll call her Cassie. I feel like it started with a C, so we'll call her Cassie. Anyway, she really did not care for me, you know. I'm a pretty rugged looking dude. I'm pretty tall. I'm 6'4", and I have long hair, so I don't really look like the most friendly person, just per se. I mean, I don't want to come across as like a badass, like I'm really cool, but I'm not. I'm a gummy bear. I've never done anything bad in my life. I'm pretty tame, but she just did not care for me at all. She really hated me. She ended up yelling at me one of the days for being a bad counselor. I mean, she was right, but she had no authority to yell at me. It hurt my feelings. Not really. She was kind of mean. She was mean. But she was like, I'd say that I was the better counselor out of the two of us, because I think the kids had more fun with me, but she was more strict. And she'd be like, oh no, if you don't sit down, I'm going to put you all on timeout. But like, these kids are 6 to 13. They don't do timeouts anymore. That's pretty outrageous. Anyway. I think that's all the stories I have about band camp. This one time at band camp. But yeah, anyway. Oh well, if you like this type of video, please leave a comment or a like, and I will definitely do more, because they're not that hard to do, and they're pretty fun to make. So, see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.